Shalom Israel, praise and all praise to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah. All praises due. Shalom to the 1/3, the elect, the 144,000 Israel. Alright, today's video, we're gonna mainly focus on one chapter. We're gonna be in John chapter 9. This is a video I've been meaning to do I was gonna do a video on just I wasn't gonna do a whole video on it. I was just gonna bring out a precept on my regeneration video about John chapter 9. It was like 1 through 3. But then I started reading a little more and I'm like, man, you can make an entire video on this whole chapter, man. So I got inspired to just do the whole chapter when I was making my regeneration video, getting my notes together. So this is a video right here, y'all. So we're gonna be in John chapter 9, starting at verse 1. And it reads, "And as Yahushua passed by, he saw a man which was blind from his birth. And his disciples asked him, saying, Master, who did sin, this man or his parents, that he was born blind?" So right here, off rip, man, the question that they asked Yahushua, it slips by so many, it goes over so many heads, bro. Like, listen to what they said. They said, who did sin, this man or his parents, that he was born blind? Why would they ask Yahushua they asked him, did the man sin? How can he sin if he was born blind? You can't sin if you're just being born. You're a baby. It's literally impossible. You understand? Like, why would they ask that question? That I always wondered. I'm like, why would they ask that? He was born blind. It didn't make sense to me until I understood regeneration. This is why I made that video first, and then y'all can watch this after, so then this part makes sense to you. They said this man or his parents. Now remember, like, their parents, he asked about the parents first. I'm actually why they explain his parents. They say his parents because usually sometimes in the ancient world, they would, if the parents did something wrong, the kids would be cursed. Same thing happened to for example, like when Ham saw Noah. When Ham saw Noah naked and Noah cursed him, he didn't curse Ham, he cursed Canaan. Let's get that precept actually. Let's go to Genesis. Where is that actually? Genesis. It's around here somewhere. Here we go. Okay, Genesis chapter 9. Chapter 9. Starting at verse. Let's go 18. Genesis chapter 9, starting at verse 18. "And the sons of Noah that went forth from the ark were Shem, Ham, and Japheth. And Ham is the father of Canaan." So these are Noah's 3 sons. After the flood, this is okay. I'm gonna give you a little timeline here. So this is where Noah, where the Most High, he just got done. The entire earth was flooded. The 40 days and 40 nights were over with. The dove came back and gave him a little leaf, and then he sent out again. The dove then came back, so that's how he knew. So that's how Noah knew that it was safe to leave out. The Most High let him leave. He said, "Okay, Noah, you can leave." He gave him a token of his covenant, meaning the rainbow. Telling him he'd never flood the earth again. He'll never destroy the earth by flood again. He was specific there, because the next destruction of the world is going to be by fire and brimstone. But in verse 18, like it says, these are his 3 sons, Noah, Ham, Salat, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and Ham is the father of Canaan. And verse 19, "These are the 3 sons of Noah, and of them was the whole earth overspread." Now this is explaining that every nationality comes from these 3, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Shem is where our people come from. This is where Israel, this is our bloodline. We come from the bloodline of Shem. Ham is the father of all, supposedly, quote unquote, like dark skins in Africa. So that's where you get your Africans from, your Egyptians, they're still Africans. Ham is the father of all Africans. And then Japheth is the first white man, pretty much. He's the originator. He's, like I say, he's the first bloodline of the white race. 19, I'm reading again. "These are the 3 sons of Noah, and of them was the whole earth overspread," like I just explained. Verse 20, "And Noah began to be a husbandman, and he planted a vineyard. And he drank of the wine and was drunken, and he was uncovered within his tent. So uncovered meaning he was in his tent. He was naked. He was drunk and naked in his tent. And let's see what happens. Verse 22. And Ham, the father of Canaan, saw the nakedness of his father and told his two brethren without. So this means that Ham saw his father naked. And this was known as, this is fornication according to the most, this is fornication to the Most High. You're not supposed to look at your parents naked. You're not supposed to that was a law. He told his two brethren without. Verse 23, and Shem and Japheth took a garment and laid it upon both their shoulders and went backward and covered the nakedness of their father. And their faces were backward, and they saw not their father's nakedness. So Ham saw Noah naked. He told his brothers that dad's naked in the tent. So Japheth and Shem went in the tent. They grabbed a tent. They grabbed a blanket. They walked in backwards, so their eyes weren't facing towards Noah, so they didn't see his naked, because then they would have been fornicating. They covered Noah without looking at him, and they left. Mind you, it says here their faces were backwards, at the bottom of 23, and they saw not their father's nakedness. So Ham was the only one who saw it. And Noah woke from his wine and knew what his younger son had done unto him. So now let's see what Noah does about this. At verse 25, and he said, cursed be Canaan, a servant of servants shall he be unto his brethren. And he said, blessed be the Lord God of Shem. I'll read that again. And he said, blessed be the Lord God of Shem. Shem, Israel. This is where we come from. This is why throughout the rest of the book, the Most High chooses Israel, because they came from Shem. And Canaan shall be his servants. Power shall enlarge Japheth, and he shall dwell in the tents of Shem, and Canaan shall be his servant. So, verse 25 says, cursed be Canaan. But Canaan don't do anything. It was his father. So that's how you know that, they would curse the kids. So, going back to John chapter 9, I'm going to start all the way over. John 9:1. And as Yahushua passed by, he saw a man which was blind from his birth. And his disciples asked him, saying, Master, who did sin, this man or his parents, that he was born blind? Now, mind you, how can you sin if you were just born? And he was born blind, so there's no way he could sin if he was born blind. So why would the Most High do that to him? Well, as you know that, like I said, there's regeneration. So regeneration, you live out judgments. So, like I said, your judgment for your past life could have been you were born blind. You did something bad in your past life, the Most High saw that your judgment should be you being born blind, or you may be born with no legs, or you're born deaf, or you're born mentally retarded, or you have one arm, or you have one hand. Things of that nature. Whatever the Most High sees fit, that's what he does. But in this case, let's see what Yahushua says, or why this man was born blind. Verse 3, Yahushua answered, neither have this man sinned nor his parents. So he said, the reason this man's blind is not because of someone's sin. But so we're going to say, why did the Most High do this to him? Let's see the bottom of it. But that the works of the powers should be made manifest in him. So this is saying that the Most High made this man blind so that his power may be shown. We're going to get to how his power is going to be shown. Verse 4, I must work the works of him that sent me while it is day. The night cometh when no man can work. So, understand that he said, I'm here to show you the works of my Father. I'm here to do the works that the person who sent me can do. So everything that I'm doing comes from someone else, the Father, as y'all know. And he said, the bottom of it says, the night cometh when no man can work. So mind you, I'm going to give you a little precept, not precept, So he said, the night cometh when no man can work. The day that Yahushua was doing this was on the Sabbath day. The Sabbath day was from Friday evening to Saturday evening. So during that time, you couldn't buy, you couldn't sell, you couldn't work. So let's see what he said in verse 4 at the beginning of it. He said, I must work the works of him that sent me. But this is the Sabbath day. So technically, Yahushua shouldn't be doing anything. Mind you, the people still don't even, they still don't even believe in him like that. So, he's telling he's the Son of the Most High. But, they not believing in him. So he said, I got to work the works that sent me. I'm doing what the Father told me to do. I don't care if it's a Sabbath or not. Verse 5, as long as I'm in the world, I am the light of the world. This is what he's here to do. He's a light. Verse 6, when he had spoken, he spat on the ground and made clay of the spittle, and he anointed the eyes of the blind man with the clay. So he's saying Yahushua spit on the ground, He balled it up, turned it into clay. And then he put the clay on the blind man's eyes. Closed his eyelids and he put on his eyes. And verse 7, what did he say? Okay. Verse 7, he said, and said unto him, go wash in the pool of Siloam, which is by interpretation sent. He went his way, therefore, and washed and came seeing. So the man just washed his eyes with the clay on it, and now he can see. The neighbors, therefore, verse 8, the neighbors, therefore, and they which before had seen him, that he was blind, said, Is this not this he that sat and begged? Some said, This is he. Others said, He is like him. But he said, I am he. So they're saying, this man was blind and now he can see. Is this not the same man that was begging on the street his entire life? Is this not the same man? Some people said, yeah, that's him. Even he said, that was me. That was me. Verse 10. Therefore they said unto him, how were thine eyes open? So, how were your eyes? How are you able to see now? Verse 11. He answered and said, a man that is called Yahushua made clay and anointed mine eyes and said unto me, go to the pool of Siloam and wash. And I went and washed and I received sight. Verse 12. Then said they unto him, where is he? He said, I know not. Verse 13. They brought to the Pharisees him that aforetime was blind. So now the people were asking, who healed you? What happened? He said, a man named Yahushua came. He saw that I was blind. He put clay on my eyes and told me to wash my face in the water, in the river, in the pool. What does it say? Pool of Siloam. And I looked up and I could able to see. They said, where is this man? He was like, I don't even know. And now these people then brought him to the Pharisee, the blind man, the old blind man. He was blind beforehand, now you can see. They brought him to the Pharisee. Let's see what the Pharisees talking about, these damn scoffers. Verse 14. And it was the Sabbath day when Yahushua made the clay and opened his eyes. Like I said, it was the Sabbath day. And the Sabbath day, you weren't supposed to do any work. So this is considered work. This is verse 15. Yes, verse 15. Then again, the Pharisees also asked him how he had received his sight. He said unto him, he put clay on mine eyes, and I washed and do see. Therefore said some of the Pharisees, this man is not of the powers, because he keepeth not the Sabbath day. Others said, how can a man that is a sinner do such miracles? And there was division among them. So now the Pharisees are trying to figure out. They're like, man, this man worked on the Sabbath day. He can't be from the Father. He can't be the Son of the Most High, because the Son of the Most High would have kept the Sabbath day. So now they're saying, but if he's not of the Son of the Most High, how can he even do a miracle like that? So they're conflicted now. They don't know what to do. Verse 17. They said unto the blind man again, what sayest thou of him that he hath opened thine eyes? He said, he is a prophet. So mind you, he called Yahushua a prophet. He don't even know who Yahushua is. Yahushua did not explain to him who he was. He was just, like I said, verse 1. What did he say? And Yahushua passed by and he saw a man that was blind from birth. That's all he said. And the disciples was curious and saying, Yahushua, why is he blind? And then Yahushua knew why he was blind, so that his Father's work can be shown unto them. We go into verse 18. But the Jews did not believe concerning him that he had been blind and received his sight, until they called the parents of him that received his sight. So the Jews, Jews, it says Jews, they are our people. We were there. We were there, and our people, they saw him, and they didn't believe him. They, how he lying. So let's call his mama his dad. Let's call his pops. Let's call his moms. What they talking about? Let's see if he lying. Verse 19, and they asked them, saying, is this your son, whom ye say was born blind? How then doth he see now? Verse 20, his parents answered and said, we know that this is our son, and that he was born blind. But by what means he now seeth, we know not. Or who hath opened his eyes, we know not. He is of age, ask him. He shall speak for himself. They said, yeah, this is our son. He was definitely born blind, but the reason why he can see now, we don't know. But they wasn't there. That's why they called him. They went to go see. And they said, ask him yourself how he was born, how he can see. I wasn't even there. Verse 22. These words spake his parents because they feared the Jews. For the Jews had agreed already that if any man did confess that he was the Hamashiach, he should be put out of the synagogue. So the parents were scared, actually. They were scared of the Jews because Yahushua doing this for his for their son would be considered, I believe this is not blasphemy. Actually, yes, it is blasphemy because the only person who can do the works of that is someone who's the son of the powers or somebody sent from the heavens. So, they was like, they don't want to snitch on him. They don't want to snitch on Yahushua because they don't want Yahushua to get kicked out because they don't even know who he is. So, like I said, they don't even know him because it said in verse 22, we know not. So, they protecting Yahushua. They don't even know it, man. They protecting the Son of the Most High. Verse 23, therefore say his parents, he is of age, ask him, ask their son, ask him. Then again, they called the man that was blind and said unto him, give the powers the praise, give God the praise, we know that this man is a sinner. So they're saying, man, Yahushua is definitely a sinner, bro. He has to be a sinner. Verse 25, he answered and said, whether he be a sinner or no, I know not. One thing I do know, that whereas I was blind, now I see. He's saying, man, listen, bro, whether Yahushua is a sinner or not, he healed me. So that's an undeniable fact that he healed the blind man, bro. So, he's grateful either way. If he's a sinner, he healed him. He gonna try to figure out who he is for real. So, and that goes to show the more proof that he does not even know who Yahushua. He don't even know that Yahushua is the Son of the Most High. He doesn't even know. Verse 25, he says, whether he be a sinner or no, I know not. He doesn't even know him. Verse 26, then said they to him again, what did he to thee? How opened he thine eyes? So now they asking him again. These scoffers just don't fucking listen. Like, he literally just told you twice now, 2 or 3 times now. He's saying, what happened? He walked past. He saw I was blind. He told me, he spit on the ground. He grabbed the ground, grabbed the dirt, mushed it all together, made it like a clay, like a clay little, yeah. He made a little clay thing, put it on his eyes like this, and said, go wash your face in the pool of Siloam. He went in, washed his eyes, looked up. He could see clearly. Now the rain is gone. If you know that song. But yeah, man, the scoffers, they don't listen, bro. And same thing today. They regenerated, they still don't listen. The scriptures be right here in their face. They don't get it, bro. They blind with no oil. This is what we call them, bro. Fucking idiots. They sit in Moses' seat. Verse 27. Look what the blind man say, bro. He fed up, bro. Look what he said. He answered them, I have told you already, and ye did not hear. Wherefore, would you hear it again? Will you also be his disciples? So he's saying, listen, nigga, I done told y'all goof asses multiple times. So you thinking now, the second or third time I'm going to tell you, you going to fucking get it now? No, if you didn't get it the first time, you definitely going to get it the second time. Nor will you go for your ass get it the fucking third time. So he's fed up, bro. He's like, bro, I just told you, I don't even know this man. He healed my eyes. I don't know him. He didn't even know me. But he went on his way, healed me, let alone it was the Sabbath day. So mind you, he went against what y'all goofy asses believe, that the Sabbath day is still got to be held. Which, they still got to hold it because, Yahushua didn't establish a new law yet. Even though he did, because this is John and he established it in Matthew chapter 5. But, yeah, bro, they didn't get it. So, he's fed up. He's saying, will you be a disciple? So he's like, after the second, third time, and you going to believe me, will you follow him? He's testing their Skrilla. He's like, what you going to do? You going to believe me now? You going to believe him? You think he the son? Let's see what they replied, bro. Then they reviled him, I believe that's how you say that, and said, thou art his disciple, but we are Moses' disciples. These Pharisees sit in Moses' seat. This is what they do. They clearly, like I said, Pharisees today are the people who follow the law of Moses. People in this day and age, they regenerated, they still follow the law of Moses. They stuck. They are stuck there because they rejected Yahushua, because they think that the Moses is higher than Yahushua. How can someone who's not even a king be over the Son of Man himself? He's not even remotely close. It's still all respect to Moses, but Moses is not Yahushua in any aspect. The word revile, that means to scorn or despise. So if we read it again, about them words, scorn also means like to scoff, like Brother Matthias talking about, bro, them scoffers. So he said, then they scoffed him and said, thou art his disciple. Meaning you are Yahushua's disciple, but we are Moses' disciples. They claim they repping it, and they rep Moses. That's what they doing. But let alone, they don't even know that's the gravest mistake they could have. Verse 29. We know that the power was spoken to Moses. As for this fellow, we know not from whence he is. They don't even know Yahushua. That's why they stayed with Moses. Yahushua is showing them miracle after miracle after miracle, telling them who he is, and they still say no. Moses didn't talk about you. So the Most High only spoke to Moses. So now, we gonna test you for blasphemy because you claiming you the Hamashiach. When their Hamashiach in their eyes is Moses. In their eyes, that's what they claim because they say what? They're most disciples. Disciples follow the Hamashiach. Verse 30. Did I have any notes on that? Oh, yeah. Verse 29. They said that because they only know about Moses. This is Yahushua is new. He's not, yeah, I guess you could say he's new. He's new, he's establishing himself. He's trying to get his people over. He's telling them what's going on. Telling them he's the son of the Most High. You don't believe me? Okay, cool. I'm going to show you this miracle. I just healed this blind man, and you still think I'm not the son of the Most High. I did it on the Sabbath day. Yes, so you think I'm wrong. No. If I was a sinner or not, I shouldn't be able to do it if I was the power. If I wasn't the son of the powers, bro. But, of course, Pharisees are so blind. They think they see everything, but they're so blind. Keep what I just said, because that's coming back in verse 41. But we're in verse 31 right now. Oh, no, Salah, verse 30. The man answered and said unto them, why herein is a marvelous thing, that ye know not from whence he is, and yet he hath opened mine eyes. Verse 31. Now we know that the powers heareth not sinners, but if any man be a worshipper of the powers and doth his will, he heareth. 32. Since the world began, was it not heard that a man opened the eyes of one that was born blind? If this man were not of the powers, he could do nothing. The blind man is telling them, if he is not sent from the heavens, he should have zero power whatsoever. We are not sent from the heavens of the Most High himself. Yes, we are his sons. Yes, we are. But understand, we ain't Yahushua. He didn't send us from heaven to be like this. Of course, we're going to get back into that very soon. But understand that there is a difference between somebody who is sent from the heavens and someone who was not. And clearly, Yahushua was sent from the heavens. Why? Because he healed this man. They're going to call him a sinner because he did it on the Sabbath day. But mind you, even if he didn't do it on the Sabbath day, they still wouldn't listen to him. Verse 34. They answered and said unto him, thou wast altogether born in sins, and doest thou teach us? And they cast him out. Yahushua heard that they they kicked out the blind man for telling him the truth. They told him what's going on, they told him straight facts, and they kicked him out. Verse 35. Yahushua heard that they had cast him out, and when he had found him and said unto him, dost thou believe on the Son of the powers? So Yahushua saying, do you believe in the Son of the Most High? Let's see what he says. 36. He answered and said, who is he, Lord, that I might believe in him? So he's like, man, if, who was the Son of the Most High? Look what Yahushua said. Yahushua said unto him, thou hast both seen him, and it is he that talketh with thee. He said, is the Son of the Most High is the person who's talking to you right now. Me. Verse 38. And he said, Lord, I believe, and he worshipped him. So now, like I said, at first, the blind man did not know who Yahushua was at all. He healed him, so now he's trying to figure out who he is. He said, oh, he's a prophet. Because only people who can, have contact with the Most High and do miracles is the close person I can think of as a prophet. Because the Son of the Most High, the Son of the heavens ain't been heard of. Oop, so like y'all, draw my notebook. But yeah, he like, that's unheard of. They ain't heard nothing like that before. This is the Son of the Most High. What? Like, he got a son? Come on now. Yeah, bro, he's trying to figure it out. And now he goes back to Yahushua. Yahushua finds him. Yahushua said, you ever heard of the Son of the Most High? He like, do you know him? He's like, no, who is he? So I can worship him. Because, clearly I've been blessed today. At least I can do is find the Son of the Most High and give him thanks. Yahushua says, it is I. It's me. I did that for you. I'm the Son of the Most High. And of course, he's going to believe him. Why? Because he showed him directly who he was. He healed him on the Sabbath day. He went against all the laws that they had established already. Working on the Sabbath day was forbidden. And Yahushua did it to heal the blind man, that the Most High's works could be shown. So, of course, the blind man immediately was like, I believe instantly, because he has too much proof. And he worshiped him. Verse 39. Okay. Yeah, verse 39. And Yahushua said, for judgment I am coming to this world that they which Salak for judgment I can't. Oh my gosh, Salak. And Yahushua said, for judgment I come into this world, that they which see not might see, and that they which see might be made blind. And some of the Pharisees which were with him heard these words. So now the Pharisees are intrigued. Yahushua saying, you know, I came to this world to make the blind see and make those who think they can see, make them blind because they want to because they think they know it all. I'm going to make them blind. Now the Pharisees know, like, man, what was he talking about, bro? So let's see what those Pharisees talking about. Verse 40, some of the Pharisees which were with him heard these words, and they said, are we blind also? Now they concerned. They're like, damn, that shit was cold. Is he talking about me? No, Yahushua, who he talking about? Let's see what Yahushua said. Yahushua said unto them, verse 4, John chapter 9 and verse 41. Yahushua said unto them, if ye were blind, ye should have no sin. But now ye say we see, therefore your sin remaineth. Now, when I first read this, I was confused. I'm not even gonna lie. I was like, if you were blind, you have no sin. I'm like, huh? But now you say you see, and therefore your sin remaineth. I'm like, bro, what does that mean? What does that mean? But then it hit me. Spirit told me that if you're blind, you don't know what you're doing. You don't know no better. You can't see what you're doing. So this is Yahweh Yahushua said, no, let me show you what we're supposed to be doing. Let me show you the right way. Let me lead you. You can't lead. You can't follow somebody if you can't see. What Yahushua came to do? What did he say, verse 40? Salak 39. I come into this world that they which see not might see. I open your eyes so that you can see which was the right path and which one was the wrong one. But these Pharisees follow Moses. And they think that they can see. I'm trying to look at the other precept to show this talking about. 28, they say, but we are Moses' disciples. 29, we know that the power spake unto Moses. As for this fellow, we know not from whence he is. Of course you don't know from whence he is, because you can't see nothing. You don't know nothing, bro. That's why he's trying to explain to you what's happening, and y'all still trying to bring up Moses. Y'all still trying to bring up, they like, bro, how can he do it? It's a Sabbath day. That's forbidden. That's forbidden. Hit him on a Sabbath day. He's a sinner. How was he a sinner if he has miracles that only the Most High can possibly do? How is that possible? He has to be somebody. That blind man thought he was a prophet. He didn't know either. So they all trying to figure this out together. But clearly, they think they already know it all because, man, he's a sinner. They think he know it. No, he's not. We follow Moses. This is all they talk about. Moses, Moses, Moses. But when the Son of Man comes and shows you a miracle to your face, healed a man who was blind from birth, and yet you still got questions and ask the same question over and over again, that's just insanity. Insanity is, doing the same thing over and over and looking for a different result. Expecting a different result. That's not how this works. If you ask the same question, you're going to get the same damn answer. The question is the same, so the answer is the same. If you ask me what is 1 + 1 and I tell you 2, and then you ask me again what is 1 + 1 and you expect me to say 3, you're a fucking idiot. Like, that's literally what they're expecting him to say, bro. Verse 41 is saying, if you are blind, you should have no sin. You are blind, you don't know what you're doing. If you're doing this and you're walking around, you can't tell that there's a wall here. So let's say if I'm got my eyes closed and I walk this way and I run into this damn table. I don't know any better until I hit it a few times. I don't know what's here. I'm blind. I can't see what's going on. So the Most High, Yahushua, comes to do this. Open your eyes. You see what's wrong and what's right. It would be wrong for me to just keep walking this way because I can clearly see that there's something here. But these Pharisees are everybody's like this. Yahushua comes here. He says, yo, I'm letting you see. I'm here so you can all see. The Pharisees, everyone's here. Your Pharisees say, nah, bro, I'm good. I can see. No, you fucking idiot. Yahushua is here not to let you see physically, let you see spiritually. This is the spiritual parable that he's talking about here. He's not saying if you were blind, you should have no sin. He's not. The only reason why he refers blind is because he healed the blind man so that can get the connections. But he's saying that, this is something new. He's telling you, you don't see, you don't freaking get it. You don't see because I can clearly know that you're all blind. He's the most spiritual being in this universe at this point. Well, at this point, he still is. He's the most spiritual being. He's the son of the Most High. He can see your spiritual eye, and they all close. Yahushua came to open up that spiritual eye. But the Pharisees say, oh no, my eye's already open. Yahushua know damn well it's not. He said, okay, stay there then. What he said about him, they say, well, we can see already. He's like, all right, therefore your sin remaineth. He like, all right, stay your ass right there then. You think we can see? No. Moses' eye, Salat. Moses' law kept your spiritual eye closed. Why? Because the spirit and the flesh are two different things. Moses' law was fleshly, all carnal. That changed fleshliness. It didn't change the inner man. Spiritual is inner. You can't see your spirit. You can feel your spirit. Then Yahushua's law is spiritual. That's why he always told people you got to clean the inside cup before you clean the outside of the cup. It's spiritual. He wasn't talking about a literal fucking cup. He was talking about your spirit versus your outside body. Once your spirit changes, your body will follow. That's the natural order of things. If you start changing your mindset, the way you do things will change. It's natural. That's the way things go. That's the way things work. Yeah, but that's pretty not self-explanatory. But I feel like I think I explained that the best I could. Yeah, bro, these Pharisees think they can see it, and Yahushua left them exactly where they was. So that's exactly why they were generated, and they exactly the way they are now. They on the street corners, fucking corner boys yelling, telling people that Esau is the white man. No, you fucking idiots. Telling people got to keep Moses' law. No, you fucking idiot. They tell people that girls can't wear pants. No, you fucking idiot. Telling people you can't eat pork, you can't eat shrimp, you can't eat any seafood. They're stuck where they are. They stuck on stupid, as what we used to call people back there. Somebody does something over and over again. Man, nigga, you stuck on stupid, bro. That's these Pharisees, bro. They stuck on stupid, bro. So, this video 31 minutes long. I ain't trying to make y'all stay here too long, but the words of my boy Matthias, great elder. I think this titty has been milked. This is John chapter 9. This is a great lesson to learn, man. Like I said, this is gonna be. I'm gonna try to get more consistent with videos. I gotta get more ideas through. I got one more, I think one or two more I'm thinking about. But yeah, man, stay edified, family. Shout out. I decided to say shout out and shout out at the same time. Shout out to the 1/3, the elect. Strong shalom to you all. Stay rooted in these scriptures. I know y'all been taking a look in this world, bro. And if you ain't been looking at what's going on in Israel, them fake ass Jews, man, prophecy has been fulfilled right before our eyes, y'all. Stay to it, man. This will be the worst time for you to fall off from this word. This will be the worst time. If you ain't all gas, no brakes right now, you need to start. You need to. And I'm doing my best to staying strong as well. I'm trying to do something every day. Whether it's make a video, I read, I watch a video, I take notes. Just something. You got to do something, man. Meditate on precepts so you can remember things off the top of your head. Just do something every day. No matter how big or small, it's going to make a difference. But we're in a time now, doing little things every day. You got to pick up the pace now. We got to, put a little on gas. Put your foot down, a little bit more on that pedal. So, I love y'all. Hit me up. Y'all need anything. I got comments on. I figured out how to do that. But, shalom. I love y'all. Peace. One love.